What is up, good people of YouTube? Sean here, and this is Tactical Advantage episode 9. I'll be talking about luring, using cover, and some of the advantages of the ACW-R carbine. Alright. Now, before I really get into the meat and potatoes of this, there's some random clips in the front. I wanted to say sorry about not uploading for the past 2 weeks. I've had so much going on with the CPO certification test and stuff. Look at the guy sitting on top of the helicopter. Now right here I take off and I try and run because I gotta switch controllers and I cannot fly for shit with the Frag FX. It is horrible for flying. I mean, if I could adjust the sensitivity on that freaking mouse for my helicopter, I would be so freaking happy. But enough of that. Next, I want to give some shout outs to Narost. I got to play with him yesterday. He's actually really freaking cool. He was in the Circles montage with me and Fatal Flux and a couple other people that INF Sleeper put together, and it was actually a pretty good montage. Now, my last montage is still up on my page. If you guys haven't checked it out, I would love it if you would take a look at it. It's called Honor. I did a lot. I put a lot of work into that one. My next one is going to be, hopefully it's good. I'm working on getting a little bit more gameplay for it, but it'd be more infantry based than the last one was, so it'll have a little bit more of the fun moments. Now, next, I would like to say, I'm not sure if you guys know, if you're one of Megaflex's subscribers, his computer's broke, so he'll be back pretty soon, hopefully. And yeah, I figured I'd throw that out there for you guys so you know if he didn't post anything on his page about it or not. I haven't really watched or done much with YouTube lately. So, yeah. Now, anything else I can say? Oh, well, my next clip is actually something that's probably going to piss people off, because I decide I'm tired of being spawn camped. That is the worst part of in-game. You get spawn camped constantly. This team right here, the first 2 games we played against them, like completely spawn camping. I mean, you're talking about like their whole team just staying in our base, not even taking the flag, just staying in our base. So I decided it's a good idea that I want to get some revenge. I want to get some revenge on these motherfuckers who keep going in our base. Kind of felt like Samuel L. Jackson on Snakes on the Plane. I'm like, I'm tired of all these motherfuckers staying on my motherfucking base. And they were staying right in our spawn, aiming at our helicopter with the SMAW and stuff like that. So I decided, yeah, I'm going to get some revenge. I'm going to get it my way. Even though I didn't troll anybody for it, I still got a pretty good kill streak out. I believe I got 10 kills out of just this, which to me was kind of fun. So I can see why some people want to, but it's really not right to do. It's kind of fucked up to do. Anyways, as you see, I'm using the SG in this, but I'm not going to talk much on that weapon. It's pretty decent, but I got a feel for it now so I can actually kill with it, but I still feel like I get outgunned more than I should. First part I'm going to talk about is going to be the ACR. I love the ACW-R. I love the ACW-R. It is a great weapon. I didn't like it so much for a while, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it out again. I'm doing good with the SG. I'm going to try out the ACR. And the ACR is probably my 3rd favorite carbine, and that is going just under the A91 and the AK-74U. I love the AK. So accurate. But the ACR has way less recoil, at least it feels like to me. So, alright, anyways, I'm going to start out with the weakness of it. Is this low damage, and it has 5 less bullets per magazine. Now, you can mediate the 5 less bullets, 4 to 5 less bullets pretty easily. So, yeah. But, yeah, those are its weaknesses. Its strengths are the reload time, which is probably its best quality, in my opinion. I think it has the fastest reload time in the game. I know it's the fastest carbine. And its low recoil with the high fire rate. It is a beautiful weapon. And you'll see right here, all it really takes to use this weapon effectively is good burst fire. And you'll see me do a lot of bursting with it. Now, this is also a form of luring that I'm doing over here. You see, I'm poking out a little bit further than I really could. I'm trying to get them to get a look at me. I'm actually trying to get hit. If you take like a hit or two and you get in the cover, people are going to think that you're going to either stay right in one place or you're going to, you know, be like right there when they get around the corner. And they will run their asses off to get to you. They'll think, oh, he's hurt, so he's going to try and run away. He's going to try and hide. Put some distance between you and them. Get behind some other cover. Get your gun ready, because if they see you not in your first place, like take an extra turn if you're not in the first place, and they're going to just keep sprinting around looking for you. And you see, they eventually got me. I was in that situation where it was like, no matter what I do, I am screwed. So I'm going to take as many people as I can. And that, to me, is luring. You hit somebody a couple times, or you get hit a couple times. You get around the corner, you go defensive. I use C4 if I'm on support a lot. When I go around corners, if I take a hit, I'll throw some C4 down, and I've saved my ass so many times like that. Megaflex has actually ran into that a couple times. And you see right here, that was a mag dump. I probably would have killed him if I had bursted, but a lot of those other kills, you see the burst ability. This is going to be another one of those random clips where I'm using the Frag FX. It fails in vehicles, especially on the turn radius. So I'm missing this chopper like hell. I'm like, but if I can't get you with the tank, I will jump out and kill you with the rocket launcher. Don't mess with me. Now, in vehicles, a lot of people tend to ignore how good cover can be, especially air vehicles, using visual cover and stuff. And right here, yeah, I am really high in the air. Usually, it's good to stay low. I'm kind of taking a chance to get it. I want to get the jump on this chopper, which I did. The first rocket, he flared. I hit him with the second. And I decided to spam those two. Don't try not to spam your rockets one after another unless you know their flares are down. I didn't believe his flares were up or he was going to be able to actually get them off in time, so I spammed those two. And rocket pods, I hate how underpowered they feel. And you see right here, I'm getting locked on. Don't panic. Don't go noob from Battlefield Friends and start with evasive maneuvers, trying to avoid everything. Just keep calm, get low, get away, put some trees, put some cover, put some mountains in between you and the person locking on. Because if they have a Stinger or Eagler, you're not going to break the lock, which really, really sucks. I can't stand Stingers and Eaglers, which is why I almost never use them. And yeah, if it's a helicopter, which is what's locking on the me at this point, if you get low, you can break the lock on their heat seekers. It's the same with the AA Jeeps, which are a complete pain in the ass in the helicopters. And if you're low and they can't get a lock on you, then you have time for your flares to reset, and that's when you turn around and go on the offensive. A good helicopter pilot will not do what they just did, spamming their rockets. Now, they also spam their flares. They were scared that they were going to get shot down instantly. If you hit your flares too early, you're dead. And I always hesitate on those shots like that. If I think I can get that shot off, especially when my flares are down, I will hold my heat seekers until I see if they're gonna flare or not. If they don't flare, then fire one, wait about 3 to 5 seconds, fire the other, get a hit on them. Try and hit them with some rocket pods. You'll reload pretty quickly on your heat seekers. You know the dance if you've ever flown a helicopter. Right here, I'm going to try and kill the flag carrier, and I hate rocket pods to death for the simple fact that they just feel like they are underpowered on direct hits. Now, I hardly got any hits on them. It's hard to hit a dirt bike with a good driver who knows how to avoid those rocket pods. So, you see, I'm like, okay, we have their flag, they have our flag. Instead of going complete offensive, yeah, I'm going to shoot a couple more rockets. I'm going to turn around. Why? Because I know there is still people back in our base. There's still a tank or a LAV that they stole from us that they're hiding back in the base, just waiting on the guy to come in with the flag and kill him. That is your top priority, to clear your base. Being spawn raped and stuff is definitely not fun, and a lot of people know what that's like. If you've played on in-game, there's always going to be people who are going to try and sit back in your base and just farm kills. I cannot stand people who do that, and I usually try not to do it myself. And here comes our buddy in the chopper again. Oh, he flared, but he got hit. And the second one's gonna hit. He's going down, he's disabled. He gets me, but you did your job by taking down the helicopter. He did his job. I'm trying to think if I can land it and repair it, but I'm at 4%, so I'm just gonna bail. It's gonna blow. There's no one gonna take it, so yeah, and their helicopter's down.